Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. Today guys, it's Monday morning and it's another week. Very, very busy this week. I can see it already. So yeah, that's good. What's going on today? So we have got to get this little beauty. This turned out absolutely lovely. Look at it. It just looks stunning, that car. So let's see what the MOT throws up today on this one. Hopefully, fingers crossed, no advisories. That's what we want. That's what we're looking for. But apart from that, that's done. Finished, cleaned, ready to go. So today we are going to be doing the white Fiat 500, the one with the headlight issue, the cluster, and the front end still got to be put all back together. So we're going to crack on with that car today. We're going to try and find out why the hell that headlight is doing that issue, because I've never come across it before. I've no idea. It's got to be an electrical issue. So yeah, really, really strange. So let's get into it. Let's get this one out. Let's get the other one in. We'll have a quick look at it and then we're going to get cracking. Let's do this. Right, okay guys, so she is back in the workshop after getting the Kuga all finished. Now, we have got some issues at the front end here, innit, with this light. I'm hoping that it's going to be a little bit of a wiring issue. So I'm going to make sure and check all these wires just to make sure. You never know. There might be a little break or something in it. I'm going to use the scan tool as well to see if that will bring anything up. I have got multi-scan ECU. We're going to plug that in as well. We're going to see if it will identify it. It might not. You know, there's always a chance. But what I do want to do first is I want to get this cluster. I've got another cluster turned up. Only got 40,000 miles on the clock, so we've got to change that to what we need. We can go up with the mileage, we can adjust it up, but we can't adjust down. So with the multi-scan ECU, so I'm going to swap them over, these clusters, and then I'm going to get the computer in. We're going to have a little play around with that. We're going to see if we can sort of just sort this out and get this back together. Do that first, and then we're going to move on and to the actual headlight problem and issues and stuff like that. So yeah, let me get you set up. Let's get cracking. Let's get this cluster and mileage and everything else sorted out first. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, success. As you can see, we have the right mileage now. That is the correct mileage for the car because I scanned it and wrote it down before I'd done anything. So yeah, slightly different because I want to up it a little bit because I've been driving it around since I've done this mileage. So yeah, but that's where we are. So that's perfect. So basically how I did it was multi-scan ECU for the Fiats, and then you just go to literally go to you got up here, you go connect up to the car first, and then you've got all this information about the car, the vehicle. You've got the errors, which is nothing, there's no errors there. The parameters of the car, the graph, so you can see certain live data and stuff like that. All those bits and pieces. So I can activate certain things. So I can activate, I can activate different things to check functions. I wonder if there's headlights on here actually. High beam control. Is that the one? Let me see. Oh, it's come up on a dash. Let's try low beam. See if it will do it. On the dash or... Yeah. On the dash only. Well, I was hoping the lights will come up so I can see because we've got that issue, haven't we? But yeah, so basically all you do is you go to the next one, which is adjustments, go to right odometer, and then you can see there it says warning. It can only go up, you can't go down, so be very careful what you're putting in and stuff like that, and then just go execute, and then it tells you to put in the mileage basically. So if you have a look at this, there you go, you just put in the mileage. So yeah, there we go. So we have done it, guys. We've put the right mileage in, and yeah, now we can put all this back together and continue. We can find out the problem of the other issue with the headlights, but yeah, let me just double check. Come on. So there we go. We have the right mileage for the car. We've still got to adjust the date and the time and all that sort of stuff, but at least, you know, it's there, it works. It's not flashing the mileage as well, so that's good. So yeah, happy days. Can't believe it finally got there. So yeah. Right, let me put all this away, and then we're going to move the car. Well, actually, let me put all this away, put all that back together, and then we'll move the car over, and then we're going to start work on this headlight issue at the front end as well. So yeah, let's put all this back together first, and then we'll move on. Let's do this. Right, okay, so I've just put the, well, I put this about an hour ago on the ramp, and I took the Kuga for an MOT, and let me show you the results with the Kuga. Not good. So we have a foul on the rear shocks on this one. Only one near side, but I'm going to do both rear shocks just to make sure. And obviously it just says here, look, shock absorbers light, offside rear, we know that. So I'm going to change that anyway. And the shock absorber on the near side front. So I'll be checking that to see how bad it is, but it's only an advisory, so it might not be that bad. And a seatbelt webbing slightly damaged on offside front. Again, we're going to have a look at that and see what that's all about, but we're going to go for a retest. I've got both shocks coming. They're on their way. So let's get this out of the way. Let's get the Kuga in. Let's start stripping the rear end down, getting the rear shocks off, and yeah, swap them over. And we'll have a look at these other little bits and pieces and go for a retest. But it's a shame. It's a foul, but it happens. Not to me very often, but it has happened. So let's get this out and get the Kuga in. Let's do this. Right, so let's check this out, guys. Took these shocks off the rear, and as you can see, yeah, it's leaking. So definitely worth changing. I can't believe I missed that. I've been working on this end. I haven't really been working on this side, have I? That's probably why I missed it. But yeah, anyway, that's why we take it from our MOTs, I suppose, to identify any issues. So there we go. I'm going to basically just change both ends. I've got to be honest, it's pretty quick. They've just turned up, and new ones are here. So we'll quickly just whip them over, change them over, get it back to the MOT centre, and then just see what he says. So yeah, let's set back up. Let's do this. Right, so guys, that is it. We're done. The shocks are changed. So let's get it over to the MOT centre. I'll bring it back. I'll show you the results. Hopefully it's a passed. We're done. So bear with me and I'll see you in a bit. So guys, I am back from the MOT centre. Again, let me show you the results. So we have a pass with a couple of advisories. I saw the seatbelt, it's very slightly, it's a little bit overkill, but I can see why he's put it on, but it's not affecting, you know, the actual seatbelt itself, so really weird. And the shock absorber on the near side front, again, I spoke to him about that, and he said, well, it's just slightly misting. So, you know, it's not needed, but he had to put it down. So, but we've got a pass anyway. So that's it. We can move on, put that Kuga up for sale, and now we can crack on with the Fiat 500 again. So let me bring it in. I'm going to put it over there. We're going to have a little setup, and then let's just see what I can get sorted. We'll go from there, and I'll come in and out and let you know what is going on. So let's do this. Okay, right guys, let me show you what I found. Basically, I tried these lights and the one I want to use don't work whatsoever, but the other two seem to do exactly what the other one did in the beginning, which was the main beams don't work, but the indicators do. So, I think them wires in the boot is a little bit mixed. I think one wire or two wires have crossed over and they're mixed up, because I've just done I've just looking at this car, this cluster as well that I did. That mileage now is flashing, but the Blue and Me, which is this thing here, you press that, it works. She did speak.
Please make a selection.
There you go.
Or say help.
So the Blue and Me is working.
Try again.
Sorry.
And all the commands available, say help.
So you can hear her cracking on. But over here, I thought I'd scan the car and just see what come up. You can see here, look, I tried to do a proxy alignment, and it's saying incorrect component installed. So are they talking about the cluster on this? Left stop light, open circuit. That's the rear. And I've just checked it. And this corner here, that's not working. The brake light's not working. Obviously daytime running lights we know are not connected. Left or front side lights. Side lights is the indicator, and the right indicator, which is that bulb, that headlight. That's all that. But we've got a fault with those wires in the rear. It just seems too much of a coincidence that what's happening. So I think what we've got to do is we've got to go back to now look at the boot, undo the wires, see if I can find out and identify the wires that are mixed. There's the only thing I can do. But what I need to do is get maybe you can get a tool where you can put it on the wire and it will tell you if it's live. So you turn on, you press the brake pedal, and then the wire will become live. So yeah, I think it's I think a power probe might do that, but I've got to check with the mechanic at the end to see what he thinks about that. But I think this is all linked. I honestly do. So we've got to go back to that wiring, guys, in the boot. There's no way around it. I think we'll try that first. I know we're going backwards to go forwards, but I think we need to just to double check those wires. The rear brake light's not working on that corner. It ain't. It tells me it's not working here, and I've checked it outside and it's not working. So there clearly is a problem with the wiring, guys. What a nightmare, eh? So I think that's what we're going to do now. Let me take it forward, and then I'll set you up. Let's get cracking. Let me see what I can find, and hopefully it's a quick, easy turnaround. But I don't know. There were so many wires, but I just feel like I've mixed them up. Let's find it. Let's do this. God. Right, okay, so guys, I've been tearing this apart to see what I can see, if anything. I just don't really know. That one's off because I wanted to check the connections to make sure that it's all right. Do you know what? The issues we've got, there's two main issues we've got. Everything else works apart from the brake light and the side light. So as soon as you switch the side light on, this don't work. But as you put the indicators on, they work. Let me show you. I think I've showed you this before. So if you just put the indicators on, all the indicators around the car, they work. As they should. This one I've got off because I'm checking the bulbs. But you can see all the indicators work as they should. As soon as you switch the indicators off and put the side lights on, these indicators stay on this side. But this side is fine. So I think two wires have been switched round. They've been switched over, and it will be the side light wire and the brake light wire, because that brake light does not work. So yeah, that's where I am at the minute with it. I've actually spoken to a auto electrician, but he can't get to me till Friday. So we've got until Friday or Thursday, really, because I want to give him some notice. Got until Thursday to see if we can sort this out ourselves. I just really unsure, but I just think, you know, now obviously now every time I sort of, you know, I'm doing this, more stuff comes up. Open circuit, number plate light. So that's an open circuit. So that wire that I just opened here, that must be the number plate light. It must be. So I think that's what we've got to do. We've got to try and find the right wires, and it should go away as we rescan and check. This is going to take some time, innit? But you know, I'm just going to keep working at it, see how it go over the next couple of days, and I'll keep you updated. But I think for now, I'm going to leave this one for now, and then tomorrow we are going to jump on the other white one, which is sitting out there. We've not even started that one yet. We've not done no work to it. We don't know what the damage is. behind the wing or anything. So I think what we're going to do is we'll jump on that one tomorrow. We'll leave this one for now. And I'll keep you updated and let you know what I find or what is going on. But yeah, what an absolute pain, guys. It's such a pain, isn't it? So close, so close. I don't want to put the bumper on and the headlight until I'm absolutely sure we don't need to get to any of those wires or we don't need to get into there. So I want to leave the bumper off. Yeah, until I'm actually 100% sure that the wires are sorted and it's all good. So, but yeah, what a nightmare. But for now, guys, that is going to be the end of today's video. Hope you enjoyed this one, what I'm doing, and we've done the Kuga MOT'd, finished and up for sale. So yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you soon. Take care.